Quote, in a corporate environment that is changing at warp speed, performing consistently at high levels is more often and more necessary than ever. Narrow interventions simply aren't sufficient anymore. Companies can't afford to address their employees' cognitive capacities while ignoring their physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. On the playing field or in the boardroom, high performance depends as much on how people renew and recover energy as on how they expend it, on how they manage their lives as much as on how they manage their work. When people feel strong and resilient physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, they perform better, with more passion for longer. They win, their families win, and the corporations that employ them win. End quote. If you were to replace corporation with district, that quote is so relevant to today and to many educators, I imagine. Whatever you are doing in education, whether you're an admin, an educator, paraprofessional, curriculum developer, whatever, if you were to start thinking of your position, your career, in a way that you might think of it as if you were making millions a year, which I hope you are, and you had millions of fans who are cheering you on when you have a great lesson or you develop a great lesson plan, you're constantly watching the public eye, and you just want to perform at your best all the time. What kind of approaches would you use? Ironically, I imagine you'd probably step away from and learn to recover more from what you were doing as an educator. And again, I say this as somebody who's wearing a shirt that says grinding for XP and is recording in 95 degree plus temperature in my house because I am committed to creating content, regardless of how hot or cold it is in here. Just think of me as the non-binary version of One Punch Man. I'm always training no matter how hot or cold it gets. And if you don't get that reference, that's okay.